Welcome to Wanna Bet, the daily gambling game show that takes betting seriously, but not much else. Get our favorite plays on the totals, sides, props, exotics, and futures to jump on now. So let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Subject som känner konsolbäppa konsolfelina. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and
Hey there. Welcome to Wanna Bet, where I just found an erroneous, unnecessary stitch on a basketball in our logo, our AI logo. I did a lot of the legwork, but AI helped. See how, look, in the middle of the ball, there's a stitch going across this way, but it's not on the other side. There's only half of it. First of all, there's like 2 extra stitches in the basketball. Can you see? This is great TV.
This is great TV. No,
there's one going. There's
yeah, across the ball. Yeah,
it's going like what would that be? Horizontally.
Yeah,
and it's only on half the ball.
Right. No, I do see it behind your head.
It bisects the B, but not the T.
Right. No, I see it. You
know what I mean? That's like the 6th finger. Beltway, Ben. That's the extra.
It is like the 6th finger. That is exactly.
That's
what
like the. That's the 2 foul shots that Carolina couldn't make last night to protect a cover on a 30-point lead with 7 minutes to play. That's the puck that hit the inside of the blocker pad of the Sharks goalie on the final shift of the first period that he knew nothing about and bounced out. Look, this is a betting show. If you're new to it, ask somebody about 136. Ask somebody about the rundown. It's pretty easy. Our 3 favorite plays of the day. Then we get into some weird shit in 4th down, and we give you a parlay in overtime. And we tell you how we did last night. Look, that NBA play mine really had no chance. We did great in college hoops, and we should have swept the board. Again, Carolina's up 30 points with 7 minutes to play. Beltway, Ben, all they needed was 10 more points the rest of the way, and they still would have covered. 10 points in the final 7 minutes after scoring 75 points in the first 33. Alas, they couldn't do it. What a backdoor cover from Syracuse. We nailed a prem bet and nailed it pretty easy, so that was good. And then in hockey, look, if I'd have just taken the game overs, we'd have crushed it. 9 goals in the Sharks Blackhawks game. We only got 1 in the first period, despite 4 power plays. The Sharks were sleepy. They didn't really have it, but Chicago could have had 2 goals in that period. Easy. Instead, they scored 3 early in the second period. So, it could have been a 3 lobster night for us pretty easily last night. We were still up, but not as up as we should have been. Again, that shit in Syracuse was bonkers. And real quick, we were remiss in not noting this before, Beltway, Ben, before I cede the floor to you. Shout out to Demond Wilson, who starred in Sanford & Son as Lamont, who we referenced last week. Maybe it was around last week when we were talking about Alex Sarr and Big Dummy. And then I remembered that Big Dummy is what Fred Sanford called his son on Sanford & Son. And then last week at age 79, Demond Wilson passes. So no more Red Fox, no more Demond Wilson. But Sanford & Son lives on forever. And if you don't know about it, you should check it out. Yeah. But wait, Ben, you continue to smash the NBA.
Yeah, rest in peace. I'll start with the loss. Texas Tech. In no world am I giving out Texas Tech minus 4.5 if their second leading scorer and the 34th leading scorer in the country, Christian Anderson, is out. There was crickets. He was set to play. There was nothing about him. Tip off, they start talking about an illness. And now I'm like, oh, God, what are we talking about right now? He's in uniform, on the bench, standing with the trainer.
And I'm like, threatening to put him in. He's standing there like with 2 minutes left at the half, menacing, and they wouldn't put him in.
I literally, and again, when I handicapped that game, you guys heard me talk about Christian Anderson multiple times. He wasn't listed as questionable. There was nothing about it. And I mean, they were up 10 down the stretch and blow the game, but like, again, I don't like to complain about rigged things. I don't like to say much, but whatever that was right there, whatever that was infuriating. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. I'm like, and then at halftime, I'm like, all right, hopefully it was a first half suspension. He's frustrated over there. Let's get him in there. Nope, still in the uniform, still standing up with the trainer, getting a rub on his back. That was pathetic. And they still were up 5 with 2:30 left, but they just couldn't close it out. Because again, when you don't have a dude averaging 20 points per game, it's a little tough to cover the 4.5, which nobody knew about. So that was just Bush League by them, or whatever you want to call it. And again, college injury reports are Bush League. I'll be completely honest with you. The Big Ten has tried to fix it. They forced their teams to put out an injury report, but it's still kind of BS. Everybody's questionable. It's just college injury reports are tough. But the NBA is not that easy either. We saw that with Şengün on Sunday, who hurt his back at 3 p.m. and the tip's at 5. Whatever. Şengün, though. Or not Şengün, Sabonis, sorry. Şengün last night. Great night from him. 21 points at halftime. Jason threatened to write me up for that. And I think that set a fire under Şengün's ass.
That. Yes.
Şengün
he was
heard the write up and was furious. So he takes 1-3 in the third quarter. And I'm like, please give me one more. And the NBA changed the rules. So like end of halves, if it doesn't go in, you don't get an attempt. It's a team attempt because they don't want to mess up your field goal percentage. So I'm like, we're going to need a legit late shot clock, legit 3. Sure as hell, someone's dribbling it, throws it to him with 2.5, and I'm like, let it go, Şengün. Let it go, Şengün. Chucks up a 3. Cash is us there for the plus 135 cash. He was incredible all night. He was awesome all night. I was very happy to see that. And then Kawhi Leonard came out to play for us as well. So outside of Texas Tech and our one Diabate 9 boards parlay, and we also cashed that under 3 p.m. We had a really, really good day.
Chapel Hill, man. Dean Dome. That was something. That was something not to sweep the board in college hoops. All right, Beltway Ben, let's get into today's plays. I'm going back to the NHL, and we're just playing the game over. Toronto at Edmonton, we're going over the 6.5. Now, this is juiced because it tends to get crazy when these teams get together. So minus 140 is the best you're going to find it at FanDuel. Edmonton's the number 1 over team at home in the NHL, 18-8-1. Toronto's 14-8-1 to the over on the road. Edmonton is over in 6 of their last 10 at home. Toronto's over in 6 of its last 10 on the road. The Leafs are over in 7 of their last 10 overall. What happens when the Maple Leaf and the Oil get together into Edmonton or into Toronto, eh? What happens when those organizations get together there, eh, Beltway Ben? Holy hell, what do you think happens, Beltway Ben? Well, how about this? How about this for the goals that are scored there, eh, Beltway Ben? 9, 7, 7, 9, 6, 11, 7. We're going over the 6.5.
Real quick, the clock is down to 15 seconds now, so I guess by day.
Every day we lose another second.
Dude, it's you can't make this stuff
so
up.
in a month, it's just going to go in a month. Dude, how great will it be like if in a month it goes from 1:36 to 6 seconds? Like immediately, bam.
It probably will.
I say you don't even tell Odyssey about it. I say we just ride it out.
We roll, okay, that's fine. But look, real quick.
I think we just roll with it.
Watch this one.
The shows are still getting faster either way.
See, 15.
Even if we now spend 10 seconds talking about this.
Yeah, true. 15 seconds. They gave us a real good one. Again, this one was the 1980s NBA shot clock, I think, or 1990s.
They gave us a temperamental shot clock. I love it.
Yeah.
It's got attitude.
It does have attitude. That's a good point. It's a good way to look at it.
Sassy. It's sassy, Beltway Ben. It's a sassy clock.
Very.
It keeps you on your toes.
First down. I'm going to go to Ryan
Huxtable.
Rollins. Over 7.5 assists at plus 110. I love getting good value on this play. If you look at what he's done since Giannis has been out, 15 assists combined in those 2 games since Giannis has been out. That is over one. He had 8 in the one, and then, of course, 7 in the other. He's over this in just 2 of 13. But Giannis played in 10 of those matchups. 2 of his last 13, he's gone over this number. Giannis played in 10 of those matchups. Tonight, he gets a matchup with the Chicago Bulls. 30.5 assists they're allowing over their last 7 games. That is dead last in the NBA. In this spot, I mean, he's also averaging 0.8 more assists per game at home compared to on the road. And 0.8 doesn't sound like a big number, but when you average things out among these types of games, that's a whole assist more, which is a lot in NBA terms. He's played 35 plus minutes in 3 of his last 4 games. Doc Rivers is leaving him out there, letting him work. I'm sure with the way things are going there, that front office wants to see what some of their younger guys can do. And they'll continue to let Ryan Rollins run it out there again, like just in this spot against a Chicago team that struggled a little bit defensively. And Ryan Rollins, again, when you don't have Giannis, Rollins has the ball coming up the court. And Kuz wants to play point forward, whatever the hell he wants to do sometimes. That's fine. But Rollins is bringing the ball up the court. I'm confident in this tonight at plus money. Ryan Rollins over 7.5 assists, plus 110.
Excellent. Second down, I'm going to go to the association. And look, I've had better success with overs than unders in the NBA, but I got to trust the process. And we're going under 225 here. Bulls and Bucks. This is at Bet Rivers minus 110, under 225. Yeah, there's push potential. So what? Last two times these teams got together, they went under by 19.5 and they went under by 4.5. The Bulls are under in 7 of their last 9 on the road. The Bucks are under in 8 of their last 10 overall and 9 of their last 11 at home. No Giannis, playing out the string. Trade deadlines in 48 hours. They're playing pretty slow. It is what it is. Milwaukee has scored 102 points or fewer in 5 of their last 7 games. They've scored 106 or fewer in 6 of their last 9 at home. Chicago's under in 5 of their last 7 overall. Chicago does have the ability to get on a scoring jag, and we know what Giddey can do, what have you. But I'm going to ride the trends here. I think these are two teams that got an eye on the All-Star break, got an eye on the trade deadline, and we're rooting for shitty basketball here, shitty offensive basketball.
Second down, I'm going to go to 2 different plays, 2 guys that I really like here in this spot, and we're going to play Andrew Nembhard over 25.5 points and assists at minus 125. Listen, Nembhard's been a guy that's somewhat of a roller coaster year for him. He's gone up and down. Some game, and it's like every other game. If you look at and break it down, he'll have big scoring games and then he'll have low ones, but he still always has the assists. And the thing I like about that, in a matchup with the Jazz, they're allowing more points than anybody else in the NBA over their last 6, over their last 10, in their last 40. Every single game that they've played this year, they're allowing a lot of points. And we've attacked player props against the Jazz time and time again. We've had a lot of success with it. In the few instances where we've lost, if you go back, it's blowout potential, and I acknowledge it at the beginning. Still feel confident we don't get a fourth quarter. Good thing here, Pacers want that pick that they traded back for last year, and Tyrese Halliburton going down. They obviously wanted that pick back. And then, of course, the Jazz, both of these teams want that top pick. They're going to suck. The offenses will be there, but there won't be much defense. I lean towards the over. Really, really big number, so I just stayed away. But I do lean the over, and I'll probably play it on my own. Nembhard here, though, I like a lot in this spot. He can score with ease. I think he'll have 10-plus assists, we'll get to in 4th and long. So for here, just give me Andrew Nembhard over 25.5 points and assists at minus 125. And then the other play, real quickly, Isaiah Collier over 21.5 points and assists, minus 105. This was one of the top recruits in the country coming out. And a lot of talk about him potentially being the first overall pick. That died down after he struggled a little bit at USC and things didn't go his way. But Utah felt like they got a value pick. And some games it looks like that. And then there's others where he has 6 and 2, and it's like, what is this guy? Good thing here, Georgia's going to be out for the Jazz. That means Collier will be handling the basketball way more. Lauri Markkanen's going to play, and I know he's shooting 23 to 27 shots per game. He likes to get his, and they're fine with him doing it. But Collier will assist to him a little bit. And I think Collier can get up there from 8 to 10 assists, and he'll also have a chance to score because, as I said before, as bad as the Jazz are defensively, it's weird if you look at it. The Pacers aren't allowing tons of assists, but over their last 6 games, they're allowing lots of points. And we're starting to see that defense slip a little bit again. So I think we'll see Collier get it going. Give me Isaiah Collier over 21.5 points and assists, minus 105.
Entre tiempo. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. There you go. Extra halftime for you Spotifyers and Apple bottomers who you're really missing out if you're not watching. You really want to watch. Well, I don't even know what to say because I don't know if they're going to they can't monetize the visual. They can't. They can't. It's just not what they do. It's not who they are. It is what it is. Third down, Beltway Ben. We've got a trio of college basketball plays. Where do you want me to start, Beltway Ben? I'm gonna follow you. You take me. You take me where you want to take me.
Ball State, Bowling
What's that?
Green.
Ball State.
Yeah.
Ball State, Bowling Green under 138.5. Peoples. Ball State's 12-6 to the under. Ball State's 7-3 to the under on the road. I don't know, man. Ball State's outside the top 300 in the country in 2-point scoring and 3-point scoring. That's not great. Bowling Green is 4-3 to the under as a home favorite. Bowling Green's 12-7 to the under overall. Bowling Green 10-4 to the under as a favorite, no matter where the game's played. Home, road, neutral. Bowling Green's under in 4 of their last 6. Ball State's 350th in the country in pace. Ball State's last 3 games have gone under by 18.5, 31, and 7.5. We're going to go over in Miami of Ohio at Buffalo. We ride Miami of Ohio around here in a lot of different ways. This has come down, believe it or not, down to 162.5, and we like it. Miami's games in conference, average score 91-79. Buffalo's average game score in conference, 82-82. When the total's 159 or higher, the Red Hawks are 6-2 to the over. Buffalo's 2-2 to the over. Buffalo's over in 6 of the last 8 games. They're 7-2 to the over at home. Those games go over by 6 points per game. Buffalo cannot defend the 3-point line whatsoever. Miami is a highly efficient offense. Miami's number 4 in the country in EFG. They're 22nd in the country in 3-point shooting. They're 3rd in the country in most efficient 2-point offense. And I think this is just a bonkers game. I think it's played north of 170. A lot of Miami games are. And then look, it's a big number, but we're laying 24.5 with Grand Canyon. They're hosting Air Force. Air Force is a god-awful basketball team. Air Force is 2-8 against the spread in conference, Beltway Ben. They lose by 25 points per game in conference. They fail to cover by 9 points per game in conference. Air Force on the road lately have lost 96-54, 81-52, 70-62, we kept that one close, 67-39, and 81-58. That's Air Force on the road in conference. They're 358th in KenPom offense and 277th in KenPom defense. When Air Force is catching 17 points or more, they're 1-4 against the spread. When Air Force is catching 15 points or more, they're 1-7 against the spread. Grand Canyon's covered 4 of 5, 6 of 8. They've covered 4 straight at home. They are 8-4 against the spread in their last 12. We think they win by 30. It's a big number, but Air Force is a bad operation.
For me, I'm going to play a team total in third down. We're going to play the Los Angeles Lakers team total over 115.5 points at -110. If you look at what the Brooklyn Nets are doing over their last 6, 116.3 points per game allowed. I wanted to play the regular total here, but couldn't bring myself there just because I get a little scared with the Nets. Like last game, they scored 77 points. I don't really know who their top option is offensively. Kind of a weird spot for them outside of Michael Porter Jr., who's been out back and forth. He's kind of dealt with some stuff off the court. But the Lakers have been over this in 3 of their last 5. And as I said before, Nets bottom 8 over their last 6 games. There was a small portion during the season where they were finding success defensively and they were getting stops. Some of that was just them trying to muck things up because they didn't have much offense outside of Michael Porter Jr. But here they're struggling defensively again. You're going to have a monster in the Lakers coming back. Reeves hasn't been ruled in or out yet. If Reeves comes back, I think that'll be a little bit better for us. But even if he's not there, they've done this with regularity without him, right? Luka, the game that he plays, how he can score from wherever. LeBron's starting to turn it up a little bit more. He knows a break is soon. And they just got a lot of guys that are playing good basketball. I trust them a lot in this spot. I know it's on the road, but we've seen them go there before and have success. So I think in this spot, the Lakers will find a way to get us over 115.5 points. Los Angeles Lakers team total over 115.5 at -110.
I like that a lot, but I'm thinking you got you cooked up some NBA parlays today, Beltway Ben?
4th and long, I had cooked up a big one, yeah.
How many NBA parlays you cook up? Just one?
For 4th and long, it's 1, but then I also have 2 in overtime.
Okay. Did you cook up a 4-piece, a 5-piece?
4. The 4th and long is 3. It's a 3-piece.
Did the Spicy Pete plus 3, did that one hit?
Spicy Pete.
I feel like when we name your parlays, they always hit. Remember we had the Spicy
I agree with
plus
that.
3?
I agree with that. Let me look. I have it right here. It had to have been. No, it must have been longer than that. Yeah, come Şengün. No, Şengün scored 14 points, I think. I believe. That was the day he screwed us when you hinted at us banning him.
All right. Fourth and weird. I got 2 plays. Let's start with Nick Amanwari to register a sack. Plus 680 at DraftKings. I referenced this the other day, either in a video or maybe on the show we did as well. Beltway Ben, you never know like these things. Like I thought this was one. I found it over the weekend. I played it on Sunday. I thought it was safe. You want to divvy stuff out. Thought it'd be safe to keep it today. Guess where I got it on Sunday? Guess where? So it's plus 680 now. Guess where this was Sunday night?
I guess 920.
Plus 820.
Oh, close.
820.
Yeah, I figured it moved a lot.
You know where this is at Bet365 right now? So that's at DraftKings. Bet365 has it at plus 295.
What? That's crazy.
The only people Bet365 have better odds to get a sack for Seattle. This guy's only got 2.5 sacks all year. Or like Leonard Williams and like Boye Maffe's at 295. Like Williams is at like minus 155 or something like that. Dexter Lawrence is at like 170, minus 170. So anyway, you're still getting it at 7-1. Why do I like it? He's a unique chess piece. I know everybody thinks Hunter Henry's going to go off, whatever. I don't think McDonald's scared about Hooper and Hunter Henry, who run about as fast as me and Sean Kay's Lobster do, doing a whole lot of damage. I think he will deploy Amanwari as an absolute chess piece here. And look, Amanwari has 4 more pass rush snaps in a game in 9 of his last 11 games. He's got a pressure in 6 of the last 8 games and 10 total pressures in that span. He's actually using Amanwari to blitz more than he used Kyle Hamilton in the year where the Ravens set the record for most sacks, fewest points allowed, and most takeaways. I think he's going to attack this janky New England offensive line with some degree of abandon and try to shake this 22-year-old quarterback early. Also, again, this guy's only got 2.5 sacks. It's not like it's been a prevailing sentiment that he's blitzing all the time, but I think they're going to break tendency. This guy's got a unique skill set. He's also big enough that he could catch Drake May from behind, drag him down for a 1-yard loss on a scramble. That's a sack, folks. Again, I wish it was still at 8-1, but at just under 7-1, we still really like it. And we also played Seattle to have the most interceptions in this game, plus 220 at DraftKings. Look, Drake May's 22 years old. This is a whole new shebang for him. He hasn't looked great. He's got a bum shoulder. I think he's going to be playing from behind. He'll probably try to do too much. I think there could be a jump ball at the end of a half. That's always a possibility. And I think Sam Darnold's done a much better job cutting down on the takeaways lately. So at plus 220, now again, if each team has 1 pick, this is not a push. I lose, you lose, we lose if you're on this. But I like McDonald's defense more than New England. He has more playmakers than New England. He has the less experienced quarterback to attack. And Drake May's been a turnover machine lately, while Sam Darnold's done a better job protecting the ball. So we're on it.
Yeah, 4th and long for me. Let me update it to 4th and long. But we are playing 4th and long. Usually I play 4th and weird, so I had 4th and weird in there, but it's not 4th and weird. This will just be
weird for us.
a long. I mean, somewhat weird. It's something I don't think I've ever done on this show. To be quite honest with you. Well, actually, no, I haven't. There's no possible chance that I've done this. We're taking 3 guys for a double-double here. Andrew Nemhard, Isaiah Collier, and Karl Anthony Towns double-double plus 755. The difference here, if I would usually take this, it would be guys' points and rebounds, because that's more likely. We see a lot more dudes grab 10 plus boards and score, 10, 15, 20 plus points and get us there. Assists are a little bit harder. Assist props are also always harder to take because you're relying on 2 different guys to get you an outcome, which is why I don't love it. But here in this game, when you have a Pacers Jazz matchup, both teams bottom 8 in defense over their last 6 games. They've been struggling for the majority of the season. I think we're going to see a fast-paced type of game. Nemhard has been able to get up to 10 assists with regularity. Isaiah Collier is the guy where we'll see. He's had a few double-doubles this year, but when you take George out of the lineup, we've seen his assists skyrocket. He finished with 9 his last time out, so it's right around that number. And I think tonight we're going to have a fast enough pace to see both of those guys get there. Another thing with Collier, we're going to need 10-plus points. Like, he has to have a bigger impact on the game. I'm more confident here with Nemhard, and that's no surprise. But I think both of them get it here in a fast-paced game. This is a game for point guards, not only to score, but to dish out tons of assists. And then Cat, listen, he should be able to do this in the first half against the Wizards. They're garbage. That was kind of a chuck in to get us a good number. So plus 755, Andrew Nemhard, Isaiah Collier, and Karl Anthony Towns double-double, which you can find probably almost anywhere.
I think that's weird. I mean, that's
Yeah, it could be
weird to me.
weird.
That's weird, sufficiently weird.
Oh shoot! It didn't even update.
Qualified.
See, this screen says different than this.
Oh no, it just switched.
Yeah, because I hit it again. But like this screen right now says 35 seconds.
15-second delay.
Make it
Don't
up.
wait, Ben. Everything's on a 15-second delay, I guess.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Overtime. I played a little Super Bowl parlay here. New England under 24.5 points. Seahawks to win the game. Drake made a rush for 30 yards. Sam Darnold to have a completion of 30 yards or longer. Plus 252 at the DraftKings. This one hasn't lost much value. I got it at plus 268. So it's still hanging in there. Look, we'll start with Drake May. He's banged up. The shoulder is something. I don't think his deep ball accuracy is going to be there. I think he's going to be under pressure. I think he's going to run 8 to 10 times in this game. And 30 is a number that he's hitting 4 of the last 7. He might have 30 in the first half, by the way, Ben. Sam Darnold's played 19 football games this year. He has a completion of 30 yards or longer in 14 of them. He's got Shaheed going. He's got JSN obviously going against everybody. The tight ends could do some damage here. I mean, Kenneth Walker might take a screen, make a guy miss, and take it over 30. And look, he led the league in yards per attempt. They're going to take their deep shots. How about the 24.5 points? Seattle has allowed more than 24 points in a game 3 times all season. 2 of them were against the Rams, who we know McVay has the secret sauce against McDonald. New England, what have they done lately? 10 points, 28 points. That's when Stroud handed it to him. And 16 points. Oh, yeah, and the quarterback's beat up. And then I think Seattle's winning the game. They've got the better offense, better defense, better special teams. The quarterback's healthier, and I think they have the better head coach.
Yes. So now for me, I said we had 2 parlays here. Also, I'm going to talk about something that I can't get right now for whatever reason.
Talk about the passion?
But, yeah. We can't get it right now for whatever reason, but I do think that around tip-off, once Embiid's ruled out, I'll be able to find a prop for it. And I will give it out on my Twitter, @BHJournalist. You can see it right there. You can follow me however you want. I will be giving out a play for the 76ers as long as Joel Embiid is ruled out and we see the props populate. But here, we're going to take a same-game parlay, which has been something we've done almost with regularity in Wizards games, unless there's like an awful feel there or I don't have a good touch on it or feel for it, I'm not going to play anything. Here, we're going to play the Knicks on the money line, Jalen Brunson 25+ points, and Karl Anthony Towns double-double plus 131. Talked about Cat before. Like, you can get him at 13.5 or 14.5 boards right now. So if you don't think he's going to grab 10 boards, even in foul trouble, I think he will. The Wizards should be, like, they're allowing more rebounds than almost anybody else. Jalen Brunson can get it going from wherever. He's had success against the Wizards time and time again when he's faced them. And then the Knicks on the money line. Can't lose this game if you're New York. You can't lose to the Wizards. They win a few games here or there and then end up falling on their face and losing big. And I would expect that to happen again here. So I like the Knicks on the money line. Jalen Brunson, 25+ points. Only thing, again, that scares me here is the blowout. The good thing here, though, he plays the majority of the third quarter. So if he's getting it going, I think he can get that 25 in the first 3 quarters and not have to worry about a fourth. And then Cat, same thing. I think Cat could get this in the first half, to be quite honest with you. Cat double-double plus 131.
That's what we were thinking, George.
Plus
we need to double-double in the first half.
That would be...
George. Let's get it in the first half.
Now.
Meaty says, woof, woof. Actually, Meaty's not much of a barker.
Really?
Gigi does enough barking for everybody in this
house. Overtime, second overtime parlay. We did have another one. This was a little bit more of a long shot. SGA 30+ points, Jaylen Brown 25+ points, Brunson 20+, and Collier 6+ assists, plus 206. I wanted to find a way to get SGA for 30+ points against an Orlando Magic defense that has been bad of late. Nothing's really changing there. We've kind of attacked them the past few games. Maybe at some point thought they would fix it, but they just haven't been able to under Mosley. So I do like SGA to give us 30+. Jaylen Brown, another guy who's been going off for Boston all damn year. He's averaging close to 30 points per game. I don't see him having any issues here tonight in a pretty big matchup for them. A lot of people thought they might tank. They might just suck on purpose to try to get a good pick. They're not with that. Great coach there. He doesn't want to do that. He wants to win, and I would expect this to be a good matchup against Dallas, who has struggled defensively. Brunson we just broke down, and then Collier 6+ assists we broke down earlier. Plus 206. you can get those 4 guys real quickly. The 76ers game, they match up with the Warriors tonight. Drummond is a very popular play for a lot of people. He's going to get traded in the next 48 hours. And in these spots, we saw it with James Harden. That was quiet. It was personal reasons, but turns out he's upset with the Clippers. They want to get rid of him. That's why he's not playing.
Yeah.
They don't want to risk injury when you want to move a guy because of his money. They don't want to pay Drummond what they're paying him. It's not that much, but they don't want to pay Drummond what they're paying him, and they want to end up trading him. If that's the case, I don't expect him to play a lot tonight. Joel Embiid has missed a few games of late, and in those matchups, Adem Bona has played way more minutes. They know Bona is the guy who's going to be with them down the stretch, with them in the playoffs, and if Embiid suffers an injury or has to sit a little bit longer than usual, they want Bona to get the minutes. So here in this spot tonight, I think it's going to be an Adem Bona showing, and this is as long as Embiid's rolled out. So as soon as I find out the availability there, I'm going to be playing Bona double-double, which he's done in a few games, not many, and Bona's rebounds. Whatever it is, once that comes out, I will post it on my Twitter at BHJournalist. I was this morning just kind of going through things because yesterday I figured once Embiid played the first day of the back-to-back, he wasn't playing again. I was just like, it's got to be Adem Bona. When you look at minutes, they're not playing. And Drummond, don't get me wrong, he's had double-doubles in 16 minutes before. I mean, that's the type of guy, the things he can do. But they don't want to play him if they're about to trade him, and the deadline's so close. And you want Bona to get those minutes. So I think Bona plays 30-plus minutes as long as Embiid's out. You got a tight spread, as you can see there, 3.5. So I'm going to be playing 2 Adem Bona props as long as Joel Embiid's rolled out.
Where do you think you will get that information from? From the Underdog? I know you like to get those.
Oh, I have.
It'll come from the Underdog, or is there a different website you rely on?
Underdog.
Underdog. You're a
I
big
have
Underdog
guy. MLB, Underdog NBA, Underdog NFL. Their post notifications are on. Anytime anything happens, I get it. It's a little too much. And revenge
if anybody's worthy of an Underdog endorsement, it's Beltway Ben.
I agree. Underdog.
You are an Underdog disciple.
I am.
You're always like, if Under Armour says something about a dude's status, or Under Armour, what is it? Underdog says something about a guy's status, you vouch for it with your whole entity.
What was the Harbaugh being fired? You guys are like, I don't know. Where are you finding that? And I said Underdog. Remember? Underdog called it. Not ESPN. None of those. Underdog had it first.
How was the casino last night? Oh yeah, go ahead.
Maybe 8 of us. I mean, very dead night. I knew it was going to be when we went in there. Yeah. Nobody was in there. Not many people. It was me and my friend watching, a couple of my friends actually, watching the Texas Tech game, standing up, yelling. As soon as Watts had that ball go off his back, did you watch? Did you see the ending? Yeah, I know you. At least you cashed and not me. I'm screaming at my friend. When someone is pressing, especially in a man press, and you got 2 guys. Why are you not looking for the ball when you throw it in? Like, that's basketball 101. Oh my God, I was so furious. But not many people there. Oh, another one though.
Peterson off balance. Woo!
Wizards, please. God, he's a dog. Last time he wants to play the 40 minutes. God forbid he does that Saturday. I mean, you can't make it up. But again, I wouldn't have even played it if I knew Anderson was out. Real quick though, I have those 3 Underdog. You'll like this. Those 3 Underdog notifications on, and revenge game bets, which is like, I don't know. RotoWire, I don't know. I don't know exactly what the company is, but I have revenge game bets on. And the funniest thing though,
that's very on brand.
Yeah, just a look. But I have Dwight, like the alert they're giving me now. Dwight Powell's facing his former team, the Boston Celtics. Like, revenge game Dwight Powell from the bench. But it does give you everybody's revenge.
Wow. It's pretty good.
It is.
There you go. They're worthy of a shout out. If they're part of Beltway Ben's process, they're worthy of a shout out.
I rarely use revenge game bets. It just makes me. They do more hockey than anything. I don't play. I mean,
really?
I don't. Yeah.
Speaking of hockey, Beltway Ben, again, we're closed by showing the people. This is first, second, and third down from last night. We can't fit everything on the ticket.
I did. There one email that might be not a bad idea. Maybe at the beginning of every video, I put in the comments exactly what we did last night.
Do you understand what he was talking about there?
I know exactly what he was talking about. I would just go on the video and comment it. I probably could do that.
Okay. I mean, if it's not a big deal, whatever. I just,
We're not hiding anything, though.
Yeah.
If you guys want to tally it out, I know we have a few people who have said before, and this guy wasn't saying that, but
No, he wasn't. No, he's being
Yeah.
totally cool. It's
Yeah.
just, you know what I mean? There's a lot of work that goes into this
Right.
already. Like,
100%.
I mean, like, anyhow. So that's the show.
But real
Email
quick,
us,
sorry.
please. Oh, yeah. Oh, and Rafa sent another great email. Rafa, I hope you're on the Oilers with us tonight.
Real quick. Also, if you want to see the full record, subscribe to the YouTube. That's where you'll be able to see it in the comments. So if you want to see the full record.
There you go. Okay,
to the
perfect.
YouTube.
Yeah, we'll just do it there then, right? You're saying go to the YouTube, see all. There you go.
Yep.
Bada bing, bada boom. But like Ben, when 15 futures bets hit, you're going to put 15 futures bets in the comment?
Yeah, I think it'll just be more daily stuff. We don't have many futures though out.
Not now,
right
but
now.
I'm saying they're 3 weeks ago, it was a whole freaking process.
It was. Futures, maybe we'll hold off. I can't put all that in the comments, but daily bets.
But I mean, if you really like, again, if you're sweating this, it's there.
Yeah, trust me. Daily bets though will be in there. Just again, subscribe to the YouTube and look in the comments every video. I don't know about tomorrow, but maybe the next day. Maybe
there you
tomorrow.
go,
we'll
Spotifyers and Apple Bottomsers. There's another reason for you to watch. All right, that's the show. We appreciate you guys tuning in. You want to bet, we want to bet. Ben likes revenge bets, an underdog. I like the cars that go boom. Talk about the passion. And we'll see you tomorrow at 11. Let's win some bets tonight.